smoke to keep the pain away. Me and my don't see eye to eye, don't know what to think. May have drunk a couple times, it got the best of me. Told myself what's gonna man up, them niggas laughed at me. Now I'm rich and grown up, look all down to me. Even my brother for a bitch, fuck that.
Alright, what's up? I'm Kid or Kid with a Cannon. Everybody call me Kid though, or Cannon, but one of the hottest cameraman in the city, really in Florida, and I'm gonna stand on that.
What's the best part about being a videographer?
Oh, the best part, to be honest, is traveling. So I'm damn near somewhere different every week. I don't really pay for like my own hotels. I don't really pay for like my own travel. In a sense I do, like it sort of comes out of like what I make, but then again, you feel me, in a sense I don't, because it's not like personally coming out of my pocket. That's probably the best part, is traveling. I think I've been a lot of places like this, especially this last year.
Do you enjoy working with artists from your city best, or do you prefer working with artists from different cities more?
Different. I don't know, like, to be honest, Jacksonville is dope. Like, Jacksonville has talent. Jacksonville is there, but you get to a certain point, like, I strongly believe that you're not supposed to stay in the city that you grew up in. So, like, after a certain amount of time, you feel me, you're supposed to move and go do other things. And then, personally, just Jacksonville, like, the vibe in Jacksonville, like, music-wise, it's something that I kind of, like, outgrew. So, Jacksonville is mostly, like, trap. And you feel me, like, I started shooting trap videos. Like, that's all I shot, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Like, my first 2 years of shooting music videos, I started off shooting trap. So it's to the point where it's like, I kind of just wanted to venture outside of that and start shooting. I kind of want to, go ahead. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go outside of that and start doing, like, different videos, like, with different artists. But a lot of artists coming out of Jacksonville are just trap artists, so it's kind of hard to find somebody versatile. And budget-wise, too, like, artists from other cities have a tendency to pay a little more than Jacksonville artists do.
Getting to work with so many artists in your career, would you say they have all been genuine, or the opposite?
It goes both ways, you feel me? Different people have different personalities, so you got artists that are genuine, you got artists that, you feel me, they're strictly business. A lot of artists gonna tell you the same thing. Like, every time you work with an artist, you're always gonna get an artist that's gonna be like, bro, I wanna work with you for the long run. When I blow, I want you to woo. But you feel me? A lot of times it'd be like, you could tell it's like, nah, this nigga just want me to shoot his video. But yeah, I mean, everybody, I've never treated the same situation. I've never treated a last situation like a next situation. So you feel me? I never come into dealing with an artist thinking they finna act the same way another artist did. Cause I think I've been shooting for like 5 years now, and I think I shot a video last week, and after the video shoot, the nigga was like, huh, bro, I'm finna give you a tip. And I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah, like, it's different, you feel me? It really just depends on the person.
Have you ever gotten to it with an artist? Why and what happened?
Yeah, I've gotten into it with a couple artists. Like, a lot of artists are understanding. Like, a lot of times you could just, like, show receipts and, like, de-escalate a situation, but it goes back, like, every time, I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Like, most arguments are because of money. Like, it has something to do with money. I've gotten into it on 2 separate occasions. Like, I've gotten into it with artists mainly because I like to tell people, like, if you know me personally, like, I have a personal Instagram and I have my business Instagram, you feel me? I don't get them mixed up. I don't build relationships with a lot of the artists that I work with. Like, you feel me? I might hit them up from time to time and be like, yo, bro, you straight? But you feel me? Like, I don't build relationships with artists, and I don't mix, like, my work with my personal life. Like, I won't even, if I had a family member, like, 9 times out of 10, like, if I had a family member that wanted me to do a photo shoot for them or some shit like that, I wouldn't even do it. Like, that's how big I am on separating the two. So, but I've gotten into it with a couple artists. A lot of times, like I said, though, it's about money. Like, sometimes it's people feel like they're not getting videos fast enough. But I could say, speaking from a director's standpoint, like, it's not what a lot of people think. Like, it's a lot that goes on, like, behind the scenes of, like, shooting a video. Like, it's never just, you feel me, you shoot the video, you go home, and like fucking TikTok or Triller, you press a button and then everything's fucking done. Like, you feel me? It's a lot like that. It's a lot that people do not see, especially from, you feel me? Technology is something all in itself. You got to deal with files crashing and shit like that. So I've gotten into it with artists specifically. I can speak on this one situation. I'm not gonna put no names on it, but I got into it with an artist because basically they paid me a deposit a long ass time ago. Let's say they paid me a deposit back in March. But a lot of time when I get a deposit from an artist, I get a deposit today, they want to shoot next week, or I get a deposit today, they want to shoot tomorrow, whatever the case may be. This artist gave me a deposit, didn't really know when they wanted to shoot, and then 3 days later, I ended up flying out to Cali. I think I was in Cali for like a week. So then they hit me up. I came back from Cali, and I'm like, ooh, we could work. Mind you, this is one of the reasons why I say I don't really mix business with personal. Me and this artist kind of sort of became cool, you feel me? Like, you would catch us in the club together, like, just chilling, you feel me? But then a month went by, we never shot the video. 2 months went by, I ended up going back out of town. Came back in town, me and the artist, we linked up, and he hit me up, and he was like, bro, when we gonna shoot? I'm like, I'm waiting on you. He hits me up, it's like 11 o'clock at night. So I'm like, shit, all right, I go out. And then the location he brings me to is like dark as fuck. I'm like, bro, you feel me? Like, we can't really do nothing. Like, you feel me? I'm thinking you had like a prepared location. I'm like, there's no lights. Like, there's no none of this. You feel me? You told me just come. So I'm thinking it was everything there. So it's like, all right, boom, we could reschedule. So I'm like, all right, for sure. And mind you, at this point, I still have never gotten a song. So with me not getting a song, I still don't really know what the vibe or whatever. So then after that, next week hit, 2 weeks later, he's like, oh, we're gonna shoot the video on Tuesday. I hit him up on Tuesday. He's like, oh, can we push it back to Thursday? Mind you, I got the deposit all the way back in, I'm gonna say May. I got the deposit back in May, and it's September now. So he's like, okay, we can shoot 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, bet, bro, you feel me? I'm on your time. Tuesday hits, he's like, oh, put me on schedule for Thursday. Thursday hit, never hits me up. I ended up going out of town again, because, you feel me, I had work out of town. So then after that, he still never hit me up Thursday, Friday. Finally hits me up on Saturday, and I'm like, bro, I'm out of town, we'll do it. Then they send me a song, and then a lot of people, like, when you get into music and you actually, like, get into it, like, you start to know, like, there's a lot of things you can't do. Like, you feel me? Videographers, we get copyrights too, you feel me? So it's a lot of stuff, like, I can't post. It's a lot of stuff, you feel me, I kind of sort of can't do, you feel me? Especially if songs go platinum, and then I get into it because a lot of times artists want to use certain beats, and I'm like, you feel me, bro? I can shoot it. I have no problem, because you feel me, what you do with it on your own terms, that's you. I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. Like, I'm not putting it on any of my platforms. It's not going on my YouTube. It's not going on my Instagram, for reasons of, you feel me, I can't get copyrighted, because it's way easier for an artist to lose their page and start over and regain it than it is for a director or anybody or any other creative. So he sent me a song, and that was kind of the situation. I let him know, I'm like, I can't really post that. But I guess, I don't know if he took it the wrong way and was taking it like I didn't want to shoot it. I'm like, bro, you feel me? Like I said, I can shoot it. I can't post it on my personal platform. So you feel me? I don't want to shoot it. And you be like, bro, why you ain't post my video on your Instagram, but you posting everybody else's? So then he ends up sending me another song, and after that, it basically escalated from there to the point where it's just like, you feel me, like, nah, you going to other people on about certain things, and like, I'm just not even finna get into it with you, so I'm just finna have to block you. And then it's like, yo, can I get my deposit back? And I'm like, bro, if you go to a rental car company and you send a deposit, you never come pick up your car, they're not gonna give you a deposit back. So I'm like, I see no reason as to why I should too, especially if I didn't fuck it up on my end. I see no reason to.
How did you get your name, KiddWittaCannon?
My first camera, the first camera I ever used was a Canon 7070. And it was me, this dope artist named Russia. We was in the house, and we was all kind of just like joking. And this like a week before I started shooting videos, like I just bought my camera, because I originally bought a camera for pictures. And then we was just all joking. And I'm the youngest, like out of everybody in my family, I'm the youngest. So then, I forgot who said it, but it just came out, and it was like, I think they said shot by something. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that green ass shit. Everybody do that shit. And then from there, it was just like, Kid with a camera, and then it was like, nah, like, you feel me, that's generic. And then it went from there to KiddWittaCannon, you feel me? After that, that shit just stuck. Especially, I think, like, after my first shoot, somebody was like, bro, that's unique as fuck. Like, I like how you came up with that. So after that, it was just like, fuck it, and it stuck.
So do you still use Canons?
No, actually. No, I actually don't. I use, so now, I didn't ruin my camera, but I shoot on what's called a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it uses the same color science as Canon cameras, but it's not a Canon. And I'm kind of sort of just getting into shooting Sony. I have no problem with Canons though. Like for photo shoots, I'll use a Canon. Or if you feel me, I was given one for a shoot, I would use it. But after like a while, I kind of just wanted to like switch off and try something new. So I just bought a different camera.
So would you change your name since you know what no longer?
I get asked that. And nah, because the reason why is because the name was unique to me because that's what I started with. So you feel me? So it was always like I'm just going. You feel me? It's not where I'm at now. You feel me? That kind of always just reminds me. Like I can never forget that. I'll never be able to forget my first camera was all because of my name. But I get asked that all the time.
What inspired you to shoot videos or pick up your first camera?
Russia did. Well, this is an artist in Jacksonville named Jay Russia. He did because I traveled like a lot before before shooting videos. I'm Haitian, so I was always in Dominican Republic, always in Haiti, and then one summer I bought One summer I bought a GoPro, and when I bought my GoPro, yeah, usually it's in my back pocket, but I don't got my wallet. So one day I bought a GoPro, went overseas, and I was just shooting, and then I came back. Like I said, I'm an only child, so I'm at home bored as fuck, and then I was just like, fuck it, it's like the middle of summer, ain't got shit to do, neighbors ain't outside, nigga can't go play, and I just started putting the clips together, and then I just showed it to him. He was like, bro, you know you get paid for that? And I was like, bro. And then like the next week I bought a camera, and then it was just up from there. I ended up linking up with Film Rat, and then Film Rat kind of took me under his wing, and after that, you feel me, the name came about, and I just started shooting videos.
Who was the best artist you've worked with so far?
So far, let's see. I don't know. I would have to say. I just shot a recap video for Seti Hendrix. Seti Hendrix is dope as fuck. Like, yeah, Seti Hendrix is dope as fuck. But I like to group it, like, you feel me? Seti's kind of already on, but J. Breezy, I fuck with J. Breezy. I love like the time that me and J. Breezy had together when we worked. Like I fuck with that. But damn, the best artist that I've worked with. I might come at that. But I'd like to say it might be Seti. Seti's dope. Seti's dope as fuck.
Who's a big artist you want to shoot with?
A big artist I want to shoot with. I definitely want to shoot with ESTG. I want to shoot a video for ESTG, but that's like, you feel me? That's because like I said, Jacksonville is all about like trap artists. So I've always like ESTG. The way that ESTG raps, I feel like I go crazy on the video with ESTG. But then again, like I love shooting videos with like storylines. Like, so I think if I had to switch it, I'd probably say, I'll shoot with Papa. I definitely shoot a video with Papa.
Papa?
Yeah.
What big cameraman do you want to collab with?
I don't got one. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't have one. Like I don't study other cameramen, but it's only because I'm like, the way my creativity is, if I sit there and I watch another cameraman all day, my videos are gonna start to look like theirs, or what I start to do, like I'm gonna start to do a lot of stuff that they do. So like a lot of times I don't even watch other cameraman's videos, but I don't really have somebody who I really, really want to work with. But I'll work with anybody though. Like if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't turn no opportunities down.
What are your top 5 favorite artists from Jax?
Top 5 favorite artists from Jax. Okay, You got number one, Rick, Ayo Rick. If a lot of y'all don't know, I ain't even gonna speak on it. But Ayo Rick being number one, J Russia being number two. Let's see, Movie Gang E being number three. Damn, who else? You said top five. Let me see. I'm trying to think of who is still kind of sort of like current to Jacksonville. Oh, Money Mitch, definitely Money Mitch. Money Mitch, dope as fuck. That's my dog. We got some shit in the vault actually right now that we working on. Money Mitch, dope as fuck. And then Bowie raw as fuck too. I'd definitely say that. Those are my top five. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Talk about the importance of marketing yourself as a videographer.
Oh yeah, I feel like you have to, because a lot of times videographers don't get the credit they deserve, because a lot of times like you'll see artists post a video and they won't even tag the person that shot it. They won't tag the people that were in it. So as like a videographer, it's kind of hard to get like your recognition. Like it's kind of hard. So shit, to be honest, anybody that knows me, I do a lot of the same shit that like artists in the city do. So you'll see me like I'll do damn near anything. Like I feel like the number one person in the city when it comes to marketing, he's not even a fucking videographer, but Luke. Like Luke does a lot of Nate Shine, he's a barber, but he does like a lot of shit that, you feel me, that I kinda sorta would do, like versus cutting people's hair in like weird spots, like, or really just like linking in with just like random people in the city. Like there's a lot of times where I'll just go out, you feel me, like I'll just go to the mall or some shit, and you feel me, just go to the mall and network. Or I try to make it a habit, like every time I travel, like me and my brother, you feel me, I'll take like a day outside of shooting. I'll take a day outside of shooting. I just like go to the mall and try to network, bump into people, or like I'll literally go to Atlanta and I won't even have a shoot. Like I'll go to Atlanta and just sit in the studio all day. Cause you feel me, artists are gonna have to come in. You feel me? So I feel like it's you have to market yourself. Cause if you don't, you feel me? If you don't, nobody's gonna work with you. Cause that's the only way. Especially with Instagram being as fucked up as it is. Like everybody's getting shadow banned. Like your views aren't what they're supposed to be. You feel me? You have to kind of put yourself on that spectrum. So I feel like you have to go above and beyond when it comes to marketing. Like you can't be scared to pay for promo. You can't be scared to like leave your house, even if you feel me, you're not making money. You can't be scared to just like leave your house and talk to people. And I feel like that was one of my downsides. Cause I'm not shy, but I don't talk to people. So it's like you'll never see me just like walk up to somebody and be like, just like start talking. So I feel like that was one thing I had to get outside of. But I feel like as a videographer, really, or as anything, no matter what you do, like you have to market yourself. You can't always rely on your work. You can't always rely on your work speaking for itself.
What are some of your hobbies outside of videography?
I'm a fucking NASCAR driver.
That's your problem.
I swear to God, I'm a fucking NASCAR driver. Anybody that knows me, my brother, I will call my brother and I'll literally call him and be like, bro, let's go do donuts. Like I'm a fucking NASCAR driver. I feel like I ain't even fly. I think that might be my only. Like I play basketball too. I used to play basketball, but then it's like, I'm a fucking NASCAR driver. If I didn't become a videographer, I'd be a fucking NASCAR driver. I swear to God.
All right, last question. What is the best part about your job and what excites you the most about your career?
Wait, say it again?
What is the best part about your job and what excites you most about your career?
The best part of my job, I'd definitely say is being able to travel. Especially being so young. I'm only 19, so I'd say like since August, I can name places. Since August, I've been to California 3 times. I've been to Baltimore, I've been to Chicago, I've been to Houston, I've been to Dallas, I've been to Tennessee, you know, all the places in Florida, Jacksonville, Orlando, Daytona. I've been damn near everywhere since August, you feel me? So, and I feel like that's one thing that a lot of people don't get to do is travel. So I think that's probably that. That, and outside of, you feel me, meeting artists, like the SETI show, I did a recap for SETI the other day. I know I said that, but you feel me, like that was dope. You feel me, being on stage with 10,000 people, and like you get to experience a lot of shit, like being a director that a lot of people just don't get to. Like a lot of shit that people see on TV, you had like a part in it. Like there's a lot of times like I'll be in a car with somebody, or I'll be at somebody's house and they're playing a music video and I'm like, oh, I shot that. You feel me? So I feel like I fuck with that too. Like it's been a couple times where a music video that I shot ended up like on the radio and I'm like, I shot the video that I probably won't say it out loud. I'll probably say that shit in my head, but it's a lot of times that shit's happening. I feel like that's probably my favorite part. That and getting to work with artists. I get to work with a lot of dope artists.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I ain't even finna lie to you. In 5 years, I don't even think I'll be shooting music videos anymore. I mean, I might, but I don't know. In 5 years, I see myself chilling. Like, I see myself already, like, accomplishing what the fuck I wanted to accomplish. Like, whether you feel me, if it is videography, like, I see myself having a team to the point where it's like, I don't even gotta go to shoots no more. Like, you feel me? They know my videos. They know how I shoot videos. You feel me? They just go out. Like, I ain't even lie. 5 years from now, I see myself doing something totally different from videos. Like, I feel like, I'm not gonna say I feel like I get tired of it, but I feel like that'll be like the end of my rope. I feel like I just want to go try something else. I feel like I have already made my name in shooting videos to the point where it's not something that me personally I have to leave and go do. Like, I feel like 5 years from now, I'm gonna be somewhere on a golf course with a bunch of white people.
How would you describe your childhood being raised in Jacksonville?
Shit, well, to be honest, you feel me, it's not like, I'm not gonna be like I grew up in the trenches or no shit like that, but it wasn't like, you feel me, niggas didn't come from being rich, like, so you go through, I'm gonna say you go through the same shit you go through in like growing up in a lot of other cities. But I feel like in Jacksonville, you're more face to face with like a lot more shit. Like, I feel like you get exposed to shit way faster in Jacksonville. Like, I grew up, like, all my schools were always in the hood. Like, if you know, for some reason they put all magnet schools, like all the upper echelon, like all the schools that are supposed to be for like the smart kids, like they're all like smack dead in the hood. Like HBCUs, they're always smack dead in the hood. So all my schools were always like smack dead on the north side. But you feel me, I lived like 2-story, 5-bedroom house on the west side. So it was just like, you feel me, like I feel like second grade, I think I walked in class second grade, like I walk in, kids are like cussing and I'm like, oh shit. So, but I mean, growing up, I would never say like I had it the worst growing up in Jacksonville. You feel me? I done been through some shit. Like I done been through a lot of shit that, you feel me, I probably wouldn't speak on. But it wasn't like, I would never say, I know, like compare myself to other people and be like I've been through the worst, cause you feel me, that just isn't it. But nah, I ain't feel like I fuck with Jacksonville. That's just me personally though. Like I fuck with Jacksonville. Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at KiddWittaCannon, KiddWittaCannon_CANON. That's where you can find everything from all the music videos I've done, my Cash App link, on my website. You can find everything on there. Yeah. Oh, I'm also, you feel me, like I said, venturing off a little bit from shooting videos. I'm also working with an artist personally, so y'all are gonna get to see like really that whole thing, like me getting to manage it. That's why I said Ayo Rick, because right now that's my favorite artist, which is the reason as to why I'm managing him. Y'all gonna see his EP is gonna drop really well. His tape, EP, whichever one you want to call it, is gonna drop really, really soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that. That's really it though.